Hi, this is TapCat, and today we have a retaliation mission led by the assassin. And things start off tense, but okay. However, as has been the case with a lot of these retaliation missions, Advent at some point gets extremely aggressive about terminating the poor civilians. And a key error on my part leads to this thing coming right down to the wire, as it has so often in the past. So stay tuned and see what happens.
One of those chosen is leading an assault on the resistance encampment in this area. Our people are doing what they can to fight back, but we need to help protect the civilians trapped nearby. There's a group of resistance soldiers hunkered down not far from your position. Move in and help fend off the attacking alien forces.
Wow, it's really not far, is it? So note to self, we do not have concealment.
Here I come.
Now, one thing I'd like to try to remember today is that Kang has hollow targeting. You know, I don't know that I want to move him forward on a dash.
Absolutely.
If we see somebody from, here, that's one thing, but if I reveal him on a dash, it's just so bad. So I'm kind of thinking not really going to do that. I don't even love this, to be honest.
Headed there now.
I'll do it. See if Clara can see anything. Nope. Alright, well, then it's not likely. That's the edge of the map. I don't think I'm going to reveal anything from here. And I did not. So it does look as though this turn is just kind of going to be... We move forward a little bit. We'll see something or we won't on our turn, or on, Overwatch. And that's what I'm going to do right now, is just go on Overwatch with everybody. Alright, I had a feeling we were going to see her. I did.
Join me in the dark.
She got a new muzzle, huh? Cool. Okay, so I need to remember she's immune to explosions. That's really, not that this other stuff doesn't matter. I don't want to miss shots against her if I can help it. But most of the rest is like, well, it's just stuff that's going to happen, and it doesn't really matter what I do or don't do. She's going to summon a robot, she'll summon a robot.
She's moving on the squad's position, Commander.
I did, I don't think I recorded this, but I did buy an extra blue screen rounds, and I believe I equipped it to my skirmisher. So in addition to the 2 grenadiers having that, the skirmisher does as well. So we'll see how that goes. Wow, that's a lot closer, than I thought it was. I don't necessarily need to lead off with Kang here. But I gotta be careful. I don't want to, yeah, there's the Archon. Listen, I could just step up. I might as well. We've had so much trouble trying to keep these guys alive. The resistance fighters, It's not great that there's another Archon there. I thought it was that each of them would be part of full pods, though. So the fact that they're just kind of alone is actually kind of cool. I think what I'm going to do... well, I should have tried to get her to kill, I guess. For implacable, but I don't really feel the need to move her, so I don't know. Maybe I don't care. What if there was a world where I could select Caldwell? There we go. and I just fired my pistol at him. And he died.
Not too shabby.
They fall just as they serve, without question or regret.
And then we know there's another Archon over here, but none of us can see him. And I mean, my question is, well, I'll do this. Let me bring, oh, by the way, new viewer name. So we renamed Sean, I believe, was this Grenadier's name. We got him as a reward from a mission. So he is now Cool Hand Luke Thomas.
Heading out.
And if the name Cool Hand Luke doesn't mean anything to you, then what we have here is a failure to communicate. And if that doesn't mean anything to you, look it up on Google, because it's a really cool quote from a movie called Cool Hand Luke. Okay, so we are not going to see the Archon this turn. Well, alright. I admit I didn't see that coming. Maybe I should have. Probably should have. Didn't see it coming. You know what? Since none of them can see us, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to try to learn my lesson as far as tactical analysis. So I will go ahead and move him a little closer. I do want to be...
No reconciliation for your kind betrayer. Fight and die with honor, or simply die. It makes no difference to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Covering now. So they're just going to kill civilians. That's great.
Commander, Advent isn't backing off. They've got units in
I
the
hope
area
all
that
three
are
of these
going
guys
off
don't
course
do
just to
that,
get a better
because
shot at
this
the
could get ugly really
Take
quickly.
those bastards down.
These innocents give their lives for your freedom, Commander.
I didn't realize they could even see Clara. It makes sense. She's the closest, but... So we lost 3 resistance in 1 turn. That's brutal.
There is nowhere to run.
Well, I'm not running, so that's okay. She doesn't get it. Like, you're not hunting me. I'm hunting you. It's really, you know, that way. Like, I get you think you're this mega badass, and in some ways you are, but you're gonna die again. Just like you've died before.
It hit the plate.
Alright, cool. So, unfortunately, I think probably the best play here... I'm going to have to move at least a smidge closer. And there is literally no full cover. Hey, I know. Let me stand behind the propane tank. I can't think of anything that could go wrong with that plan. I don't love coming up, but I feel like I probably need to. I need to blow his cover. Like, we've got to kill this guy this turn. But it's not great because I don't want him to be close enough that he can hit her when he's melee only. Can I... Yeah, see, and I can't move you down to full cover. I'm just short. Well, this is kind of sucky. He's already got hollow targeting. I just need to break that cover, really. That's kind of what it all comes down to. Okay, well, listen, there's
On the move.
other guys, you know, closer. I have a feeling I'm gonna get her wounded, though. I'm kind of not digging that. All That's what I want. I want to make sure I break up that whole outer wall and the cover and all of it. And we finished shredding him, which I feel pretty darn good about. Do I need to throw a mimic beacon this turn, though? I feel like that's not the worst idea I've ever had. Alright. Well, I don't love moving him here, but... Oh, you can't... How can you not see that? Okay. Oh, XCOM. You can't see him from there. I mean, I guess that makes sense in a weird way. Well, at least let me I hate giving up full cover for half cover, but at least maybe here I can do something. Can I hit this clown? I can. I don't think blowing up those tanks is going to do much, though. I really want to try to focus on him. One thing I did consider is giving her another action, though. I don't really want to leave her here. I think I leave her there. She's just getting hurt. I feel like it's almost guaranteed. So let me do this. Part of me wanted to save this for the Andromedan. Excuse me, for the assassin. So now, what that should let me do is, I can just straight up get the kill. Battle trigger implacable. I move her back.
Enemy destroyed.
So this way, I mean, I just did 20 damage with her. By giving up one of his actions, I do 20 damage. And now I can move her back more so that she's not in melee range of him or the Archon.
On the move.
That feels like pretty good value to me. I'm not gonna lie. Now, it does mean Caldwell will probably not really be able to do much. Maybe I just throw his mimic beacon. I just throw it out here. This will, you know, tie up at least some of them. And then now for Kang, I can just go ahead and fire. I'm not going to use Wrath. Honestly, I kind of regret that I ever took Wrath. I've never once wanted to use it. I'm not saying it can never possibly have utility. I just, so far, I always feel like the risk is way bigger than the reward. And, maybe there's like a particular trick or approach you should be using. Well, poor start for his new power. Didn't get me anything. But we wasted this guy's whole turn by drawing him to the Mimic Beacon, so that was pretty sweet. And we pulled these guys out into the open, which is also huge. And I think we're going to pull him forward. Yeah. See, he would have killed one of those guys for sure. Instead, he just wasted his turn. So, for my money, that was a really good Mimic Beacon. Now, the trick is, can we kill all these guys?
There's a large group of civilians pinned down within range of your position. Sensors indicate hostile forces are closing in fast. We need to
thanks,
get in
Professor.
there before the aliens slaughter those people.
So, I mean, I have a 100% chance on this guy, and with his defense, that's not always the easiest. The other thing that occurs to me is, God knows I literally never hit with it. I still only have a 78% chance, and the guy only has 6 health. It's not even worth using. Well, it's a free kill, and we have a lot of guys we have to take out. What I mean to say by free is it doesn't cost an action. So I'm not getting full value in one sense, but hey, I actually hit with it for once, so I'm going to call that a win.
Not all are created equal.
And now I'm just going to get some damage in on this guy. Archons look so good. They really do. Like when you look at that character model, damn, they're impressive. In some ways, I feel like they really should have been kind of the model for the Avatar, because they look kind of like your, you know, vision of perfection in a way.
Moving.
Okay, I'm going to come here, and I'm going to use the shotgun because I really want the crit. Yep. Wanted to maximize my chances of getting implacable.
Could use some ammo over
So
here.
now we're getting down to it. Let me see if we can get Russo the kill on this guy. And then I'm thinking that Kang should be able to kill the Viper. So, I mean, this is pretty cool because, you know, things looked pretty darned hairy. And even if Kang somehow, if he, quote, hits, but the Viper dodges, so the stock doesn't take full effect, I'll have put holo targeting on for Caldwell. So funny enough, it was just a graze, but it didn't matter because we got enough damage off the graze. So that's cool. All right, well, I think the assassin is coming. So I don't think it makes sense to give up my high ground, even though that means I am putting the civilians at risk. I do get that. But I'm sorry, man.
Moving on target
I'm a
location.
selfish bastard. And I don't really want to send my guys out there to get cut to pieces. Basically what I don't want to do is fight her and, you know, some pod with like a mech and maybe a couple faceless activate. Oh, berserker. The Spectre I'm less worried about. But they are kind of bullet spongy. I mean, wow. The resistance doing work. I love seeing it. I just wish they could focus fire more.
Whenever you presume to strike, I will be watching and waiting.
Well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to reload. I'm going to wait for her here. I actually feel like, you know, we're in a pretty good spot. You get a free reload, so I don't really need to worry about that. I don't know that I can afford to stay here, you know, forever.
Oh yeah.
My guess is she'll be here possibly this turn.
Get some.
I know I got to move far. I don't want to let the resistance get slaughtered, but we didn't lose any last turn. I mean, I hate to even say that out loud because I do worry that, you know, then they'll start shooting back. The enemy will. But it does seem like Advent isn't doing anything, and so in a weird way, it's actually more advantageous. Yeah, like, there goes a Spectre.
If the elders had expected
It's more advantageous for me as long as the resistance is doing all the shooting. Like, well, then just let them thin the herd. And meanwhile, you know, I'll sit back, wait for the assassin. I just hate to give up my high ground is kind of what it comes down to. In fact, I think rather than cover, I'm going to put him up here.
Watch order confirmed.
Should I do the same thing with Clara?
Closing on target
I think I will.
position now.
I'm on it. On
Overwatch.
On Overwatch.
It's kind of fascinating. Oh, okay. Well, I'm done. I won't do this again. Since they're attacking now. I don't know what makes them not do it and then do it. There's no visible timer, but maybe there is one, you know? You just don't get to see it. Well, I wish they'd fire at that damn berserker instead of the stupid specters. And their marksmanship is deserting them now. There you go. Well, if he's enraged, she's just not coming. Alright. Phooey. Well, it was a good plan. Or so it seemed at the time. I'm going to come to the right some because I feel like they're kind of in that direction.
Roger that.
I don't think I'm going to see any of them no matter where I go. So I don't need to worry a ton about cover this turn. I'm not going to pass it up if it's there, but... I sure wish I could have taken the assassin where we are. That part's kind of a bummer.
Ricevuto, mi muovo.
I gotta be careful too. I don't want to cluster up, you know, too much. She's got Harbor Wave and, you know, you really don't want to get owned by that stuff. I feel like it's guaranteed she'll attack me this turn now that I've moved off my high ground, but we'll see. Again, like, oh, there she is. So she was just hanging back. Well, now I totally regret that I didn't move forward initially. She usually will come to you. So that's, you know, what I was counting on. She's not like the Warlock where she'll just hang back. But yeah, see, I'm going to be screwed if I don't start killing berserkers real quick. Because unfortunately, the guys they're fighting now, like, they all have massive health pools. And they're not hitting enough on the same guy to take anybody out. What they needed to do was focus fire on one berserker at a time. And they're not, so... I don't think I'm gonna... Well...
Moving to designated position.
I don't love using this as cover. Didn't matter anyway. Honestly, the guys that I'm seeing at least, I don't even think cover matters. Doesn't help against berserkers. It doesn't help against specters most of the time. I think this is fine.
Sure thing.
Because none of these dudes actually shoot at you, you know?
Whatever you say.
Well, this is good. Maybe a couple of us can come up on this roof. Well, there's literally no cover. Literally no cover. And I know what I just said, but... I mean, a Spectre will shoot sometimes, especially if you give him a flank. I'm grateful that he missed. But, I mean, this is horrible. I bitterly regret that I sat back like that. We were doing really well. And, you know, now it's going against me really quick. I have to save, like, almost 2 of these are faceless, I'm pretty sure, so
They exist to serve the elders.
if they kill a couple
Fight
more, we've
and
lost.
die on the field of battle.
Which they probably will. And she still hasn't come. Like, she's kind of pulling a warlock, and I'm definitely not used to that.
Getting a little
There will
toasty here.
be no escape.
Man, yeah, I'm still so far away.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Okay.
On my way.
Well, I tell you what, I mean, I'll at least get closer.
Affirmative.
I'm
Moving out.
taking pretty big risk in a way, but I don't know what to say. Like,
Is
I don't want all these guys to get slaughtered. I don't want my soldiers to get slaughtered.
moving out.
So, yeah. That might be pushing my luck a little bit.
A long run.
But in a weird way, it would be good if we reveal them on our turn, because then they only get 1 action. And I didn't reveal them. Yeah, we're going to lose the mission. I just screwed myself when I was waiting for her. Plain and simple. Hey, Ray. Now you come.
Consider yourself lucky. Most would not survive such a strike. The elders will not look kindly upon the chosen who have fallen so quickly.
It's one of the elders chosen.
Hey, Ray. Okay.
Shall I ferry your soldier back to my stronghold, where they can tell me of your operations more freely?
Su, dai, stai benone.
Okay.
I respect your loyalty to an ally in need. You will die honorably today.
Well, I can't get over there. I'm thinking about doing this just to break up all her cover. It won't hurt her. But
Affermativo.
I gotta be able to get some shots. We cannot allow her to just run rampant.
Prendi questo.
And I think we may get a secondary explosion that would do even more shredding. I'm not sure. No, we didn't.
How clumsy of you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Cool hand Luke.
Not a problem.
Let me see. 89%. I mean, part of me wants to do this because it would just be sick. But I think that's being greedy and stupid. I could even do hail of bullets, but I don't think I need to waste that for this turn. And again,
Adjusting sights.
Do you lack the courage of your
apparently
convictions?
I did, in fact, need it this turn.
I'm going.
She's totally going to harbor wave this turn. And my pistol shot, it's just worthless. Well, let me do this. He's got the extra damage at least. So that was good.
I will not stop until the last of your kind are dead.
Damn it. Oh, I see. Because he had already... Oh, right. He had been dazed, so he loses an action this turn. And I didn't realize I should have. Of course he's hurt. So let's heal him.
Go patch him up.
I don't need him getting killed. He's just getting to the point where he's actually halfway decent. So I'll just do this.
Hard target, minimal damage.
I won't be slowed by your feeble attacks.
So I'm definitely not taking that shot.
Rolling.
But I am seriously considering... Okay, never mind. I was going to say using my sword. But this makes more sense. I didn't get the crit. Oh, she dodged.
It will take more than superficial wounds to slow my advance.
Well, I'm going to give her another action because my pistol's not going to do crap. And, you know, Clara actually... She has a chance to do real damage here. Hopefully she'll do it this time. That's better.
Armor still holding.
So, I mean, you know, she's not dead, but whatever.
They're on the move!
Are they going to leave? I don't even know if there's any real civilians left alive at this point. It may just be faceless. I guess there was one. I mean, if you're disoriented, that shouldn't count, or unconscious, that shouldn't count as they're dead.
Your eyes deceive you.
There we go. Oh, it's only 4 of us. Going up, Ray? Okay. Okay. Well, they killed one. Nope.
The end is coming.
I mean, it might be. It might be. Fair. I can't focus on the berserkers. I have to kill her. So what I'm thinking is... maybe I go ahead and use Hail of Bullets this time. I think that makes sense. Guaranteed to shred the rest of her armor. We do some real damage.
One can grow accustomed to pain.
And then I'm thinking I use run and gun.
Set 'em up, knock 'em down. Go, go, go.
Probably am doing this in the wrong order. I probably should have grenaded her off the roof, to be honest. And I wish I had rapid fire. Okay. So... see, this is what I gotta be careful of, and I don't want to hit my other guys. That's the problem. This might work. It looks like it. Alright, it won't hurt her, but it'll knock her down. So I guess she'll take a few points of fall damage. More importantly, now we can all see her. And this should be pretty much she's done at this point.
I will prevail.
can't see her living through this. Alright. So she's done. But again, I mean, I can't overstate the extent to which I screwed this mission by hanging back, waiting for her. I don't know. I mean, hindsight's 20/20. She generally comes to you. She doesn't wait around. She just charges across the map. This time she didn't do it.
Commander. But there's no trace of that chosen left.
So
I've got a feeling we haven't seen the last of them. Still, at least we ruined their plans today.
I think, you know, what probably makes sense. I mean, I don't know if I'll save anybody doing this, but let's throw the beacon, Miana. I'd like to try and keep somebody alive if I can.
No trespassers.
The other thing that's good about it is it does kind of pull these guys out of hiding. Unfortunately, only 2 in this case, but... Okay, well, that's good. It's good. It looks like they got their groove back for aiming. Oh man, I didn't even know there was a chrysalid back there. Okay. So, this big boy has a lot of health left. And we got a couple guys we got to worry about. I think what I would prefer to do, if I can, is, let's see. I mean, let me think about that. I don't want to move him if I can help it. This is the guy I most want to kill. The flip side is his blue screen rounds are way better suited taking him out. Let me go ahead and move forward. I think this makes more sense. From an action efficiency standpoint, being able to kill that Spectre with one shot,
What did you expect?
it just makes more sense to me. And then Russo can come here. And let's get, you know, holo targeting and all that going. And of course, do some damage is good. Now, not gonna lie, part of me really wants to do this. Can I kill the berserker without using Caldwell? That's the question. I'm not sure I can. We're close though. Yeah, I guess I can. And I haven't even really looked at Clara. Hey Ray, you want to come back on my lap again? Just went on the desk, but that's okay, baby. Come on. Okay. Alright. So, can I get Clara anywhere that will matter? I don't have run and gun up, so... You know, like, it's not great.
On my way.
Let me come here. I'm not close enough to slash. But I'll take an 89% shot. Why not? Oh, brother. Alright, I have to remember that. I don't need dual strike here, but it's cool.
Got him.
Alright, cool. And I'll probably move her forward with Implacable. But now, I think what that, you know, lets me do is try and get a kill shot on this guy. And I think I just fell short, which, you know, seriously is a real shame. If I have any better chance with justice, I have quite a lot better chance with justice.
You are judged.
So I'm going to try that. And even if he missed, I could still take the much worse shot. But he didn't miss. So that's 3 guys that will not be shooting or, you know, trying to kill the resistance fighters. And I, for one, feel pretty darn good about that.
Good copy. Moving on target.
I'm just going to get Clara as close to the fighting as I can get to the front of the pack. I think there's a berserker. Oh, chrysalid. And you know there's faceless alive. There's got to be. I believe on this particular type of map, there's only ever one.
Moving out.
Hopefully this will lure the chrysalid forward. No, did not. Okay. Well, I mean,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna move forward. Him, I'll reload. I mean,
Let's do this.
her, I'll just put on Overwatch.
I'm on it.
Okay.
Ordine ricevuto.
He will be going on Overwatch. I don't think
No
cover's a
problem,
thing.
boss.
I'd rather just get as close as I can possibly get.
Let's move already.
I probably shouldn't have put Clara on Overwatch until I was sure 100% that nobody else could possibly reveal anything. But it doesn't look like I'm going to pay the price.
Got it.
All right. I mean, if we can just keep people alive for one more turn, and it looks like Advent or, you know, the aliens did not even take an action. That's what I mean. Like, why isn't the chrysalid attacking them? I don't know. I can never quite work out what that game logic is. I mean, if it's the only thing still alive. Come on, Clara. Oh, yeah, baby. That may have saved the mission.
Confirmed.
So there's our faceless. I think we're actually going to win the mission with no room to spare. This thing is so dead. It has no chance. Didn't even get through them. That's hilarious. All right. So we got 7. I guess they don't count the faceless. I was thinking it was like a false count in a way, or an inflated count. 16 to 16. We took 1 wound when the assassin came. I mean, there's really no getting around that one, so I'm not complaining. All right. Skirmisher is the nemesis of the assassin. So I thought we'd spotlight Matt today. And he got some good looks in on her.
I would like to assure the
I think
citizens
Clara
of
probably did the most
that our
damage to her.
peacekeepers will stop at nothing to prevent further attacks by criminal elements such as the one that occurred
Because she
today.
got the shot on the roof.
Total faith
She got that
in
one
our
crit
ability
off
to
the extra
overcome
action.
and all threats
And so
to our
on.
peace.
She dealt most damage on the mission. Had the highest damage per attack. Or made most attacks. Yeah, okay. Cool. I don't know if anybody got a promotion out of this.
This just goes to show that the Chosen are vulnerable.
Yeah, we got one.
We can take them down. We just have to figure out how to keep them down.
We will take chain shot, and I'm damn happy to have it. So that's pretty sweet. By the way, I don't think I recorded it, but I did buy for Cool Hand Luke. I did buy the grenade abilities in the training center for him. I guess they didn't come in to play too much today, come to think of it, but...
Considering the limited resources available to you, Commander,
That's cool.
you have still managed to exceed my expectations. Excellent work.
Oh, so because he got hurt, that's a bummer. And I believe I can't do anything about that until... Yeah, because he's wounded. So he has to not be wounded first. Now... Not now. I don't think I need supplies anymore. I gotta be honest. I was working on scanning for alloys, and I'm only going to do this, I think, for a couple of days. And then I'm kind of thinking we're going to do one of two things. Either I'm going to go on the one story mission, the Codex Brain coordinates, or we come up here and take 3 pips off. The other thing I really like about taking out one of the alien facilities is it stops them from making progress on the project overall. You know how they're constantly adding pips? So it's actually more powerful doing that than it is this. The main advantage of the other is just moving the story forward.
Central, Commander.
Yeah, whatever.
New objective added.
All right, they want me to create the first avatar,
We're
basically.
making progress, Commander. I've updated our objectives based on the latest findings.
Okay. So having done that, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm going to let this chill. Let's go back to research, because what I want to do, I want to do the sectopod research and get the gremlin improvement.
From what I've
For
been
sure.
told,
All right. Let me just see. Where are we with
aside from the
soldiers?
occasional monument, I don't imagine most of the people in the city centers have ever actually seen one. In
So there
person.
isn't really any
Knowing
benefit
now that
in
the
waiting,
elders are
to be
apparently
honest.
suffering at the hands of some
God.
terminal
Here.
affliction. Explains
Let me just
their
take this
absence from
off,
the
because
public
I don't
eye.
really need audio, and
Importantly,
these guys jabbering
what sort of ailment
grates
could
on me.
possibly be
So,
beyond their vast
yeah,
curative
I think what
ability?
we're going to do is we're just going to put together a squad. We have a ton of guys who are, fully healthy. And I guess I need to decide, but I am actually thinking, let's go to the alien facility. And the only thing I really need to choose is, do I want to take 3 pips off up here, or what I could do is come to New Chile, because if I remember correctly, this is the one that has, yeah, so this is where the Berserker Queen is. And I kind of like the idea of just finishing off the alien rulers. And I mean, it's not like I'm in any danger of the Avatar project, completing or anything. Like I say, we would not only knock off a pip for that one, but then the other facilities won't be adding pips for 30 days, I believe it is, after you take one out. Also, I've got this mission sitting here waiting for me. So that's another means we have to pull, progress off. So I think, I don't know whether it's the quote optimal move or not, but I would like to do it. I would enjoy going and just finishing off the last of the alien rulers. I generally despise them. Let's do this though. So I guess it's not this screen that I want. I sent Riggs and Tex on a mission together. And I did that specifically for the purpose of allowing them to bond. They did a covert op because their, affinity for each other was so low, they were never going to get there otherwise. Now this will also tell me who that background color. Holy crap.
At least long enough for us to hack into the Advent
I
network.
mean,
The
that
hard
that
part
is
will
a
be
color.
convincing our troops not to kill this thing as soon as it appears. No one is ever particularly excited.
Yeah, let's
about
go for
trying to
something
get up close
classy.
and personal with these obscure alien
And then what
species.
about
Except maybe our rangers.
a nice yellow on the blue? That's not so bad. Somebody had told me that once you bond them, it jumps their affinity to like 7.5. So is that true? Their cohesion. That's what it's called. 7.5. There you go. So now we're initially like, I was never going to get them to go on enough missions to fill that bar so they could bond, you know? Now, as they go on missions together, we should actually be able to progress them up to level 2 and maybe level 3. We'll see. Okay. So cool. Now the group that I have in my head is kind of our A team. It's Tex and Riggs that are bonded. Russell and Ben. And then Chemical and Chris. So those 6, that's kind of the team that I have in my mind to go to the final mission, and that I'll try to bring for things like the Chosen Stronghold missions and stuff like that. And if one of them's not available, it's not like we don't have other strong characters, like I don't think you lose a lot if, well, Chris is right now 1 level higher than Caldwell, but if Caldwell, and Clara needed to go instead of, Riggs and Chris. The others have certainly proven their worth. All right. Well, anyway, I think you get the idea. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here for now. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you next time.